Welcome to this short tutorial on using Hoopla. You can get to Hoopla either through NC Live or by going to hoopladigital.com. When you first arrive on this website, it's going to prompt you to make an account immediately before you can view any content. Making an account is simple and free. It's going to ask for your name, an email address, a password, and a public library card number. After you've done that, it's going to log you in. You will see content and titles specific to your public library. So for instance, right here below the search bar, you can see it says Chapel Hill Public Library. So the titles that I have access to are going to be dependent on what titles are available at the Chapel Hill Public Library. Over here on the left, we have a Browse tab. If we click on the Browse tab, it's going to let us refine or search for different content types. So we have audiobooks, comics, ebooks. If we go further to the left, we have My Hoopla, which is going to let us view any holds, favorites, history, and what materials we currently have borrowed. Over here to the right, we have the search bar. And over here to the left of the search bar, but still inside the search bar, it's going to let us filter what content we're searching for. So to do that, we're going to go and select ebooks. But Hoopla also does have movies, music, television, and magazines. So once we've selected ebooks, we're going to search for an ebook to see what that looks like. Let's search for The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. And to search, we can either click on the magnifying glass or we can hit our return key on our keyboard. Okay, over here on the left-hand side, we've got several filtering options. If the book had not come up, we could have changed our format. Could have also changed our user rating, release date, date added, or language to refine a little bit more. However, the book did come up. If we click on the book's information page, it's going to show that the book is on a wait list. We can see that if we go back, wait list. But that does not mean that we can't place a hold on it. To place a hold on this book, what we can do is press the hold button below the title book image, excuse me. It's going to ask us if we're sure we'd like to place a hold. And it says we're the first person in line for this title. So let's place the hold. Down here at the bottom, it says that this book has been added to my hold shelf, which we'll take a look at in a minute. Hoopla will also give us an email when this book is ready for us to be checked out. If we change our mind, we can also remove the hold or suspend the hold. Over here, it's going to show us some subject headings and a description. If we click See More, we can read the whole description. And if this book was part of a series, you would see part X of the Handmaid's Tale series, but there's only one book in this series. We also have pages, and this book is in English. Let's go back to our search results and select a book that we can check out. Here we are, The Original Watergate Stories by the Washington Post. This book is available for us to check out immediately. To do that, we can just hit the borrow. It's going to ask us, are we sure we'd like to borrow this title? It gives us 21 days to borrow. Let's go ahead and borrow it. And this book is going to go directly onto our bookshelf. If we change our mind, we can return it. Let's take a look at our bookshelf so we can see what that looks like. To view our bookshelf, we go to My Hoopla, and we can click on Holds to check in on The Handmaid's Tale and our waitlist. It says we're next in line. We can also go to Currently Borrowed, which shows that I have two titles currently borrowed. The one we just looked at, The Original Watergate Stories, And we also have another title over here. If we'd like to read this title now, we can go ahead and click the play button. And it's going to bring this up in a viewer for us. Here at the bottom, it says it's calculating the page totals. That means it's loading the book into our browser. If we go over here to the sandwich icon in the far left, we can click on it, and it's a table of contents, along with some other features. We can click on chapters, and it's going to give us the chapters of the book that we can hyperlink to navigate faster around the book. We can also search for words or phrases in the book, and it will bring us to the page that phrase appears in the text. So highlight options, we can add highlights, and we also have an option to submit feedback or close the reader altogether. Let's go ahead and drag the slider. Oh, that's not what we want to do. Let's drag the slider and pick a page. Let's pick page 12. Now that we're on a page, we can see some more features. If we'd like to bookmark this page to come back to it later, we can click on the bookmark and that will save it for us. We can also highlight. If we drag our cursor over a section of text, it's going to give us a highlight option. We can highlight this yellow, blue, green, etc. It's going to remain highlighted. If we weren't sure, we could also look up what something meant or search for it in the text. Okay, let's close the reader. We can also view our borrow history over here. I don't have any history, but if I did, it would show up here. We can return to our homepage by clicking My Hoopla, which is going to show us our recently borrowed along with recommendations. Clicking the Hoopla icon over here in the top left will bring you to the same page. This is the end of the tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to a reference librarian.